everyone, and welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken, and he's not interrupting me this time. All right, go ahead.
I'm Grif.
I'm Baka.
You know he thought
and
about
we chopped down oak.
Yeah,
we chopped Oak again.
One show and gone again. Who knows? You know, it is what it is. Whatever. Don't feel too bad for him. He's at the beach where his kid's having a soccer tournament. So, oh no. But
Whatever shall we do?
Just plant another one and try to regrow again.
I'm sick of planting him.
Well, let's talk about some new stuff, because there's not much there, and then we could talk about what we've been doing.
Ooh, I can't wait to talk about one of the games I've been playing.
Okay.
I know, right? It's so rare that I've actually been playing something that has got me interested.
I think we've been on and off recently playing new stuff that we're like, yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't. Whatever. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Until then, simple, boring.
Okay, so two of these are sort of tied together.
We'll just jump into the big one. Whenever Valve makes an announcement, it's always groundbreaking, and I still have a feeling there's more to be seen that they haven't shown yet. But they have announced their new Steam machine. It's a modern day GameCube, a Gabe Cube, if you would. But it's a little boxed PC, like I guess what a mini PC is, but it's a boxed PC. They showed that, and they showed the new VR headset. And did they? Is that it? There was 4 things that they showed off. Yeah, their new controller, their new Steam controller, the new VR headset, their Steam machine, and is a Steam Deck a new powerful version?
Well, I think it might be like an upgraded version, but it exists already. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I figured. Well, I know it already exists. I just didn't know if it was. They keep including it in all the pictures and everything. It's like the 4 pieces of Valve tech is the new Steam machine, the VR headset, which looks clean. Yeah. I've got a VR headset. I told you back about 10 years ago that by 2025 I'd have a VR headset.
Yeah, but we didn't buy it, and it doesn't work. So
I didn't say I was going to buy one. I just said I was going to get one. You know. But it looks pretty powerful. Well, I don't want to say pretty powerful. It looks powerful enough. People have been talking about it, and because Valve knows the information on all of our PCs via Steam surveys, hardware surveys, this thing is about as powerful as the average PC that people use for Steam.
Ooh, that's a lot of people to have an average of, you know, like ooh.
Like that is because, well, they take everything they have and they kind of cross-reference.
Did they do tech specs for this yet, or are they just saying it is average? I didn't look super far into it. So
yes, there are if I can actually find the specs for it. Let me go see if I can pull them up. You talk about it for a second.
I talk about it. I don't know what to say about it. It's one of the comments mentioned that it's gonna be similar spiritually to like what the Xbox Series S I think was. Is that the one that didn't have the disc drive and whatnot? So, but with your Steam library. So, yeah, depending on the price point, I might want one just so that I can put my Steam stuff on the TV.
Okay, so it won't be out to next year, but the CPU is a semi-custom AMD Zen 4, a lot of fancy words, 4.8 gigahertz CPU. So a pretty decent CPU. GPU is a semi-custom AMD. Most of these things, when it comes to consoles, mini PCs, laptops, they do a lot of custom builds inside of these just because they have to work within very, very rigid specs. AMD 8 gig DDR6 VRAM. The problem is that it's only got 8 gigs of VRAM. Most bigger games take 16, but again, you're trying to compact it into a box.
Well, that was my concern, is like what can I and what can't I play on it? Because
you could probably play almost everything that we play.
we play?
Like,
Will it run something like my Cyberpunk without stuttering and things like that?
probably, seeing as how old that is now. Like, because that was back in, what, 2022?
2020.
2021? 2020?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Because modern day games are so much, like, the exponential increase of demand on PCs is getting higher and higher.
It hurts my soul to think about how old some of these games are.
I know, right? 16 gigs of DDR5 RAM, that's good. That's minimum what you want. 512 gig or 2 terabyte SSD. And it is upgradable. So that's going to be nice. You take it out, you put a new one in. So that 2 terabytes is probably going to be enough for you to kind of throw in a lot of your little games. If you're a console player and your friends have PC games that they play and whatnot, like if the friend slop, which is what everybody calls it now, friend slop.
They're fun. I don't care. Stop calling
Lethal
it slop.
Company, Peak, Repo, friend slop stuff that are just kind
fun.
of thrown out there. Yeah, I mean, definitely. But sometimes you have a friend who can't play with you on PC. This thing would be perfect for that. If it's a good price point, they pick it up. Boom, they're instantly in the friend group. They can jump onto Steam on your PC and play all the friend slop games with you. Because this thing will run all of those little games pretty easily. But for like the bigger stuff, probably gonna run into some issues. But the good thing is, most PC games, you can change the specs of your game all the way down pretty low. So
I'd like to play on potato quality, please. Thank you.
I mean, you could probably get away with like low, medium settings. But if you're looking like an ultra high def, mega 4K super graphics, probably gonna be finding it here. And most of the size of that thing is a giant heat sink, by the way.
Yeah.
So
I saw something
that is
about
crazy.
that. So it's like, it gets a little warm is what I'm taking away from that, and it needs that.
It does not surprise me. Like that's a big heat sink. I mean, that right there is probably about as big as my heat sink over here. And that has everything else underneath it too. So pretty good.
I'm definitely interested in price. Like I'm curious what that's going to cost.
That's going to be the big tell. Because if it's more than $500, it's going to be pushing it. We're looking at like $1,000 for this thing.
Oh, I definitely think it's going to be 1,000 plus. I don't see it being less than that.
It won't be worth it. You could buy the components of this thing and make it for cheaper than that. And Valve is usually fine. Because the thing is, with Steam, they're fine losing money on like the like stuff around Steam, because if you get this into the hands of people who don't have Steam or do not have a PC, guess where they're going to buy their games? You just made a new customer who is going to spend 10 times that amount on Steam sales than they would anywhere else. Where else can you buy 20 games for $30? I mean, they do that a couple of times and you've already made your money back. A hand over fist. Because Steam just prints money because of sales. But I'm interested to see what the price point is for the new VR headset too. The few reviews that I've heard, they are very impressed with it. It runs very well. And no corded headsets are the future. Oh my god. There are a few games that I would like to play in VR.
You load Phasmo back up and...
Ooh, I've never felt so dizzy or f***ed up after playing that. Oh my goodness.
That's definitely where the VR stuff still needs a lot of polish. Is how do you not make people en masse motion sick, How do you avoid that?
That was just intense.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I still remember playing it right here. We played like 2 rounds.
I did one round and I was like, I'm good. I need to sit down.
By the end of the second round, I was profusely sweating Like my face was red. I was sweating like crazy. My head felt like it was going to explode because I could not it could not wrap itself around going.
You really were motion sick. That's what that was.
Oh
Like, you
yeah, for
were.
sure. I was trying my damnedest to keep my head on straight, but oh my goodness, was it
Yeah.
rough. Oh. Oh. It was fun. I won't lie. Like, other than the motion sickness, it was real fun.
Well, we'll have to wait and see because none of that stuff has price points on it yet. So, you know, it is what it is. But it's exciting news all the same.
Yeah,
And also
it's-
calling it
it's-
the GameCube is hilarious to me. I can't help
Steve
it.
doesn't always announce stuff, but whenever they do announce stuff, it's usually something big. And you, as usual, this thing looks pretty nice for what it is. But I'm very interested to see the price point for it.
Well, sorry, I got distracted. You know how Eurogamer's new setup is, where it's like if you scroll down to the bottom, it scrolls to like the next news article, and I got distracted. Sorry, my bad. What else do we want to talk about? Or was there anything else on the Steam stuff that you wanted to say?
Like I said, I haven't looked enough into the VR headset. I've just heard that it's been pretty good. It's a great step forward into the VR market. VR just still has not taken off the way it needs to. I still think it's just sitting there waiting until it can become more accessible. It has a future, definitely. It's just trying to find that. And I think Valve is going to be the one to get it there.
It really needs just like a big groundbreaking game to really get it going. And like there's a lot of neat little games with the VR stuff, but none of it has been to the point of like, oh my god, I have to buy a VR headset to play this.
Yeah. I think that's the thing I think too many people have the motion sickness thing, and the library's not there, and people don't want to spend money on something that they're going to play like literally I'm buying this for one game, you know. Unless that one game is something you know you're going to spend a ton of time on. It's just silly.
I think if someone like, and this is a big, this is just a fantasy, a pipe dream, if you will. If you were able to make something like WoW, be WoW, but have a VR capability of it, how many people would be like, oh, that sounds fun. I'd love to be able to walk around Elwyn. That seems like it'd be a lot of fun. Like, you still have normal WoW, but then you start getting people who are like, yeah, this is fun. And then you get the 3D treadmill where you can actually walk around. First of all, put a lot of people to shame walking around everywhere. But being able to kind of explore that world on the ground, that might be the kind of oomph that would bring more people in to try it. Assuming you can fix the motion sickness thing.
I think there just needs to be a lot more stuff to do, like in general. And the motion sickness really has to be addressed, because when half of your audience can only play for like 15 minutes at a time, that's not gonna sell a whole lot of product. Sorry, I spilled some of my coffee.
Yeah, for sure.
Just cleaning it up a little bit, my bad. But I don't know. We'll see. It's weird that we've been having the same kind of like general conversation around VR for its entirety of the lifetime of it, which is like, man, it'll get there one day, right? It'll get there one day. There'll be those big titles, and they'll solve the motion sickness thing, and we'll get there one day. We haven't.
I mean, it just technology takes time, and that's not something a lot of people have, is patience to develop these things. I mean, it took 20 years to get PCs to where they're at now. I mean, you went from the internet back in 96 to the internet now in 30 years next year. It's done a lot in 30 years. Imagine what it's going to like in another 30 years.
Yeah.
I mean, unrecognizable. Completely unrecognizable. So, I mean, the same thing with VR is like, yeah, we're just Valve is probably one of the few companies that is like really putting an effort to try to advance it, and it's hard when it's just one and there are no competition pushing each other to get better and better. So it's usually how it is. So other than that, shall we move on to another topic?
Sure. Yes. Which one? You want to talk about the GTA stuff?
We can.
Actually, we'll start with the Borderlands thing and then GTA, because that could loop us back around to the other one. So Borderlands had a quote-unquote softer than expected release for PC, probably because it ran like Garbo, even though it was pretty damn optimized according to the Lord and Savior himself, Randy Pitchford, who would never would tell us a lie, and everybody just doesn't understand his genius. So, you know, get yourself a supercomputer or don't play his damn game. They expect that with time that the numbers will be better for that game, but I feel like with that one, you're gonna see some sales come in continually as time goes on, but I think that for Borderlands, you're gonna get a bulk of your player base that's gonna buy it up front, and anybody else is gonna be people that are like, I'll catch that when it's like $3.99 on sale in a year or two, maybe. So you're not really making a whole lot of money from it that way. But I think that what they don't understand is that Pitchford is who burns people for that franchise. That it could make a total resurrection into something amazing again, but you'd have to take Pitchford out of the front of it. He'd have to shut up and sit down and go somewhere else away from the company in order for most of the fans to come back to it. But Take-Two, who's the publisher, did say that Gearbox is... But it sounds very menacing because it's like... And they will be continuing to perform updates and things like that because it's not where it should be. It doesn't work right yet. So, of course, Take-Two is like, we're going to crack the whip until they fix it. The Gearbox doesn't get a choice. We don't really care what Randy Pitchford said about it being optimized. It's not. We know it. You know it. They're going to keep working on it. So, we'll see how that develops. But saying that there were some challenges with the Steam release, that if the challenge is that your game doesn't work, that's not really challenges with the Steam release. That's challenges with your company not doing their homework and shit. But that's just me. And I'm already bitter, I guess, about that game and that franchise and that company. So, sorry. From what I've heard, the gunplay in this game is great compared to previous releases. It's probably the best gunplay in the series. That's cool. But I'm not interested in Randy Pitchford's bullshit, so I'm sorry. Again, if one person who's not even directly in the game has tanked your game, maybe you should ask that person to go away.
Yeah, you probably should.
How to get Grif fired up. Ask her to talk about Randy Pitchford or Borderlands, because it's going to be the same. Sorry. But that's fun. But also, as we know, Take-Two is the publisher for several other big games that are either out or will be eventually. And when I say eventually, I mean, I think we've all heard that GTA got delayed again. So it's now delayed until November of next year. So a year from now, before that's...
Not entirely surprising.
I'm still firmly in the camp of do not give a release date until you are certain you can meet that release date. That means if you don't give a release date until 6 months beforehand, then that's fine. Don't. You don't got to start that hype train 3 years in advance.
Oh man,
Calm
GTA
down.
6 hype train started
As soon as GTA 5
14
was
years
out.
ago. Yeah, it was like 14 years ago. Everyone's like, this is so great, it's unbelievable. What are they gonna do for GTA 6? Well, here we are, 14 years later.
Which, I mean, I think...
Oh, they're going to show us.
I don't remember when they first made their
2013.
announcement for the release date. Like, I know that they had done the trailers and the hype and everything, but I don't remember when they had originally said that it would be out. It was this year, and then it got pushed back to May, and then it got pushed back to November of next year. So, I don't remember, but it must have been long enough that they felt, I don't know, not certain, because clearly here we are. I don't know. Y'all stop announcing release dates until you know it works.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm just looking. I mean, that'd be hard to figure out when they announced specific release dates.
Yeah.
To go back through a bunch of different articles.
Well, theoretically, almost a year from now, it's supposed to be November 19th next year.
So a year
the
from
new
now.
Release date. Yeah, because today's the 16th, so, you know, sorry, I guess, if you were saving
And
your money.
then it'll be another year for the PC launch.
Well, and I don't understand that either. Again, like, y'all don't announce dates until you know, but at the same time, why is it that hard to have parity for your PC and console launches? Like, that, I don't understand. Unless you have an exclusivity.
It used to be... Well, I mean, it used to be if a game was coming to the PC as well as the consoles, like, it all got released at the same time. But for some reason, like, companies are just like, yeah, we'll release it in a year on PC.
Yeah. I mean, and I get it in some cases. Like, I understand that some games, like, there was... I think it was the first Death Stranding that had an exclusivity with PlayStation, I want to say. So it was there for a year before it hit PC or anything else. I mean, I get that. And the trashy exclusivity with, it's on PC, but it's only on Epic. I mean, fuck off.
Honestly, it's probably because it's easier to produce for consoles. It's one specs that you have to develop for. That's it. Just one spec. You make it run on that, it runs across all consoles, period.
Yeah, but I don't understand why you feel the need to go ahead and push the product out a year in advance on that, and then like crunch time for a year to get it to PC. Why do you not
crunch time? It's probably one, more polished. Two, lets the console players kind of hype it up, and it helps the move console. Because if you release them at the same time, it's going to be like this: PC sales, consoles. You go like this, it's going to be like everyone and their mother is going to go PC sale or console sales because everybody wants it. We'll just buy another copy on PC too.
I mean, I guess it's the greed of it all.
Yes, it's a marketing thing, because if you can go, again, you give people an option, they're going to go PC. It's just the world we're living in now. Just PC. That's what you're getting. If you have an option, you're getting PC.
I can hear Oak from the beach going, "Everybody still got consoles."
Yeah, but again, if you have options, everybody who gets the PC is going to go boom. And then the people who have both are going to get it on PC. Because you're going to have so many more options. Mods, community servers, like these huge things. Like, they want to extend this starting period. They saw how many sales. They sold so many on consoles.
I mean, I guess that
then when it came to PC, they sold
dipping.
so many on PC. Oh, yes.
It's planned double dipping.
Oh, yes. It is without a doubt double dipping. Without a doubt. And Rockstar is greedy as all hell. They are just as greedy as every other company out there.
Yeah.
So. Well,
it is what it is. Regardless, nobody gets to play GTA until next year. So if you were looking forward to your holiday break being... I hope nobody actually took time off for the release date. Like, I hope anybody that's a grown-up that was like, I gotta have, 2 months worth of approval time beforehand, and they've put in their vacation. I hope not. I hope you didn't do that. I'm sorry
2 months.
if you did.
Hopefully.
But some companies are weird about how far in advance you have to ask for time off. But, yeah. And if you did get time off, well, I hope that you find something fun to do instead, since you can't play GTA. I'm sorry. There's a bunch of friend slop games out there, as Chicken noted. You could probably find like a whole community of other people that also took time off to play GTA, and you guys could play games together.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, like, it's going to do super well. Like, GTA is going to do super well in the single player. People are going to play the story, but you're going to run out of story very quickly. You'll play the story, and then streamers are going to be like, well, you can't just replay the story over and over again on stream. So they're going to prep it so that, especially with them owning 5M now, that they'll have the RP servers and everything ready to go.
I mean, maybe
so
that's
that
what
everybody
pushed
can
it back,
get in and go.
is that they want to, as soon as the console release happens, give it a 6-month window before they're releasing the multiplayer part of it so that they can do that. But the multiplayer stuff is so big now with that new role-playing tech essentially put in it. Maybe it's not
100%.
I mean, it's one of those things where like part of this article is discussing how it tanked the stock pricing for Take-Two. They'll be fine. Don't worry about them. That'll be alright. As soon as that game is closer to launch, they'll be alright. Either that or next year they announce a new Red Dead project.
Yeah, I threw more money in there too, like because I knew Take-Two's Interactive is going to be worth a lot of money. Yep. So the moment their stock declined because they were like, we're delaying, I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to throw some more money in there because it's cheaper now.
Yep.
Because, I mean, you better absolutely believe it.
Well, I mean, and you know that it's not like that's a permanent dip. You know, that's not a permanent thing. As soon as this, like, next year they'll announce something that people are going to look forward to regardless of what it is. And then they'll have GTA out by the end of the year anyway, just in time for the holiday stuff. So sales for that's going to be friggin' huge. They'll be all right. That stock sale dropping, that's temporary.
Oh yeah,
Stop
for
freaking
sure.
out, y'all.
Well, it's because a lot of people lost a lot of money right there.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. Anyway, that's basically the long and the short of that one. And then our last one that kind of sort of in a tangential way attaches to GTA. So one of the design directors, or well, the design director for the original Saints Row, said that he'd like to revive the open world game, like basically take it back to its roots of Saints 1. And Embracer's like, yeah, we'd like to hear more about that, which is non-committal. I will say it's non-committal. They lost a lot of money last time with the Saints Row reboot,
but they're willing to listen to somebody else having an idea for it. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'll give them that. They're like, okay, it's one of those things where sometimes companies will be like, oh, we got an idea for a game. And they're like, yeah, no, not interested. I mean, look how long it took for Konami to listen to anybody about Silent Hill.
I know. And then look what happened when they did.
I know, finally. It could be the same principle.
Turns out if you give people at least sort of what they're asking for, they're probably more likely to spend money with you. Weird how that works.
I know,
instead
right?
of going, you don't know what you want.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You think you do, but you don't.
You're looking at it with
Let us
rose-tinted
tell you
glasses.
what you desire.
Yeah, we're taking hits on World of Warcraft now, y'all. Sorry. But I think, and I said originally that this was tangentially related to GTA, and here's my thought process on it, is Saints 2, which this guy was not involved with, is pretty much the gem of the series. Like, that's everybody's favorite. Not mine. 3 and 4 have my heart, but 2 was good. I enjoyed it, and I understand why people really, really like it. But if you want to take it more like Saints Row 1, you're basically making a GTA clone. Because that's kind of what Saints Row did. I mean, that was the niche that it was trying to fill, was a Saints or a GTA for Xbox 360 back in the day. And I guess it had some funny-ish stuff, but it wasn't as silly. They hadn't hit that part of the series yet. So it's like, he wants to do like a retro 70s throwback theme, essentially. And I'm just a little worried about how you do a vintage gang-themed game at this point without being incredibly offensive in some respects, you know? Like, yes, games like GTA and Saints Row push envelopes and, like, walk that line of, is this offensive or isn't it? And I get that that's some of the charm, but that's an interesting place to try to be. So,
I mean, you can't... man, don't want to get into this whole thing. Sometimes in games, you have to show the ugly parts of human nature to tell a story. Not every story has to be cleaned and pretty and digestible for everybody.
Yeah.
And you can't sanitize every part of storytelling. Okay, some parts are bad, some parts aren't good.
I'm not saying that, but I just think,
So, but
they kind of want to do.
do.
I don't. He did say that he would want to do like basically a direct prequel of the first game, so that you see some of the major players of the first game's different gangs and how they were as teens, and so you kind of get their background. I don't know if I would do a direct line up like that. I think you could still do the 70s set piece, but maybe not directly tie it to the first Saints Row, because I don't know that there ever is going to be an interest in remaking that one, essentially. So I think that if you tie yourself to it, you have certain parameters that you have to be within in order to get these certain characters to be these older versions of themselves. Whereas if you're like, well, this is a prequel, it does take place, but it doesn't tie anything directly to, like, you're not dealing with, like, Julius and things like that, straight, and Ben King straight into GTA, sorry. It said GTA, and I was reading the bottom line there, into the Saints Row thing. I think you could do something with that, but I also think it might miss the mark just a little bit, because some of it is for the fun stuff. So, I don't know. 70s is fun, though. It'd be interesting to see, and Embracer was like, we're interested.
So it'll be interesting to see if they're allowed to go forward and make something.
He also said, quote unquote, I would never have put that abomination of a weapon in. I think we all know which one. Oh, it's from Saints 3, and it's the reason why it gotten... It's the reason that Saints Row 3 got so much attention right out of the gate. And 2, it is just like the turning point for the franchise embracing things being dumb.
Which one, the bat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I figured
because 2 was like a mixture of more serious with a little bit of goofy.
Yes.
Here and there thrown into it, but
which I liked
is why it's a lot of people's favorite.
Yeah.
Then 3 was just like, fuck the seriousness of it. We're just gonna go goof.
And then 4 was like, oh, you thought that was bad? Watch me now. We're superhero. They completely dismantled any sort of...
I loved those that one was though. 3 and 4 were...
4 was just like, yeah, you don't even need fucking cars anymore. And once you hit a certain point in the game, you just go fucking flying through the air.
Which for me, as somebody that sucks at driving, hell yeah. But I get it. The cars are important to the game in GTA and Saints Row. Like, it's the thing. You gotta get the cool cars to have your status stuff and all of that. But I was like, oh my god, thank you. Driving sucks so bad for me.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, we don't really need vehicles. We just need you to run around with a dildo bat and smack things as you fly through the air.
And, you say that, but then they went back to that in the Saints reboot. Where it's like, it's important that it's not important, but like the cars and the collection of them and things like that and how you can modify and whatnot. So you're back to being grounded. And they even took it one step further. They're like, oh, everybody wants to drive so bad? Well, here are like 17 missions where it's imperative that you drive. And also the cops are heat-seeking missiles. Enjoy. And I'm like, as somebody that can't drive, I hate this. So...
That's okay. I'll do my bad driving, and you can shoot the cops later. Grif, when
I do wonder how
bad
that
driver
works
and a bad shooter. That'd be great.
I wonder how it works in the co-op, because when you're doing like the stealing the food trucks things, it's like that's gonna be really hard to shoot out of because the truck is so long and giant. So okay, but yeah, I hope you put that on your wish list so you know when it goes on sale, James.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Oh, I'm sure during the winter sale it'll be cheap.
Probably. I'm looking forward to us being
I
ridiculous
just
in that
kind of
game.
wish that we discussed it before, like the autumn sale was over, though.
I wasn't playing it enough then, I guess. So I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't realize that I sort of liked it until later.
It took her a long time to realize that she liked it.
I had to find the good parts, okay? And the charm and stuff. Although, okay, look, I know we're done with the news, and you mentioned that, so I'm just gonna tell you one of the things that I've been playing and that I had found some charm in before, but I am struggling real hard now. Mass Effect Andromeda is one of the dumbest things I have ever, and I've played all of the Saints Row games. All of them. And there are things in Mass Effect Andromeda that I cannot, as creative as I am, and as much as I am willing to, like, bend my suspension of disbelief sometimes, I don't know how I got through the first playthrough, because now I'm like, y'all are the dumbest motherfuckers that ever lived, and you managed to fly this far into space, you naive, stupid assholes. So, I'm struggling really hard. I like the way that they wrote Ryder as a character. I think that character has some real charm, and some of the story beats could have been okay, but they covered it up with so much dumb stuff. Like, y'all convinced that many people to load up and permanently leave their homes and travel 600 light years or whatever it is away to another galaxy, and went, but we're a peaceful group, so we don't really need military. And we're not going to send all of our arcs together so that we all end up there at the same time. And also, some of those arcs can be completely independent and decide to do whatever they want to do. Also, when we got here and there were people here and we had to fight them because we didn't bring any military contingent, we were like, oh no, what do we do? Y'all are the dumbest people. Who paid for this? Who wrote this and didn't see this dumb thing? I'm sorry. It's a lot. I excused a lot.
Maybe it was written by early AI.
That's the sad part, is I know it wasn't.
I mean, that would make sense if it was written by early AI. At least the AI is like, I didn't know all of that. Like, yeah, it's okay, buddy. Again,
there were some little things that before I was like, all right, I'll let that go. But now that I'm playing through it, I guess is like a more grown up person. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm just like, how can all of you people be so dumb? Like, and it's not even like, oh, but they're all in their early 20s, so they're just young idiots. I mean, there are plenty of older folks, even though they don't look older, because for whatever reason, like, for this game, everybody that is supposed to be over the age of 40 looks exactly 40, but talks like they're 80. So I don't know exactly what's happening there.
Poor writing all over the boat.
Oh, man,
over the ship, I should say.
It's awful. It's awful. Again, like, some of it is charming and fine, and some of it is very much not. And there are just plot holes all over the place now that I'm actually looking at it. It's like, before you get there, there's like the Nexus that got there first, which is supposed to be the Citadel for the new place, essentially. And they're like, oh, we had an uprising, so we had to kick a bunch of people off the station. But we've never really explored all of that far, so we don't know what's out there. And it's like, so you gave them resources that you needed and told them to leave your station, and they got further than you did. And they're already settled on a planet making friends with the local... Okay, alright. I guess I'll just turn off my brain and shoot the bad guys. I don't know what you want from me here, game.
I mean, and again, that just leads me to, like, I can't understand how you don't have a hierarchy set in.
And they're like, oh, but we did. And then when we got here, there was the scourge that damaged our ship, and that killed some of the people that were supposed to be in charge, including the founder of this thing. And then you find out later that she didn't die that way. She died elseways. And I think they want you to forget that first thing. But it's like, y'all didn't show up with any sort of plan, did you? You just went, you know what? We'll figure it out when we get there. This is the pioneering spirit. We're going to go forth and be pioneers out there. Like the good old days, or...
No, that's the point of human evolution, is that we learn from previous mistakes.
Well, it's not just humans, you're dealing with a bunch of...
sentience, ability to be able to learn.
And this is just like one of those things where it's like, you're telling me that you sent your first ship that is supposed to have a smattering of everybody, that you sent that without a single Quarian on board, even though they're better than any other race out there at fixing ships and shit. You didn't send any Quarians on that one with the other ones. You sent the Turians, the humans, and the Solarians and the whatever Liara's people are. The blue ladies. Sorry. And that's it. You're like, Quarians? Nah, no thank you. Drell? Fuck you. Hanar? We don't need those jellyfish. Like, there are other groups that should have been present there, but y'all just decided not to. And the Quarians, I think, are the biggest sticking point for me, because it's like, we're going somewhere in space. Our spaceships might break down. We've got Solarians, good enough. It's like, they're scientists, I understand you've made it so that some of them are mechanics and stuff too, but the Quarians are the mechanics, and y'all didn't bring any of them? Nah? Oh, okay, cool. Alright then. Okay. It makes perfect sense. Anyway, it's hurting me, but I'm playing it anyway.
Not happily this time.
Again, I don't know, like, how I managed to look past some of these glaring things early on.
Because the first time you played it, you wanted it to be good, so you played it, and it was good.
It's never been good. I've always had problems with it, but I didn't
good
realize,
enough.
Or I didn't...
It was good enough. And then you played Saints Row going into it, knowing it was bad, so you found it bad. Then you went in... See, this is why you always need to try to go into things with a neutral like a neutral mindset, and be like, all right, I will take things as they are, and I will like what I like, and I will dislike what I dislike. I can make my opinions, but I mean, that's just against human nature. Like, we are always going to be biased in every situation, no matter what, no matter how, even me. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is neutral. You're always going to come in with biased opinions.
I will say, I went into a game demo that I played this weekend, somewhat neutral. Like, I wanted it to be pretty good, but I had no idea what to expect from it. But I played the demo for There Are No Ghosts at the Grand. And that's a buy. I will be buying that when that game comes out. I think it's next year that it's supposed to come out.
There are no ghosts at the Grand.
But I was not sure how they were going to handle, like, the house flipper part of it, because it's a story-based game.
The hotel flipper?
Well, and that's the thing, is I was like, oh, okay, so you'll be spending most of your time at the hotel, but you're also around town. I don't know what the plot is, because the part that they put you in the tutorial, you had obviously, like, you're not at the beginning of the game. It did not put you in a demo where you're playing the opening of the game. So it is its own, like, tutorial set into a place for a demo specifically, because things have already happened in the plot line, but you don't know what they are. The character does, but you don't. And you're tasked with going and talking to this lady. You get some of the musical side of it, because it is a musical in and of itself, which I still find incredibly strange, but I liked it. And then it takes you on, like, the mysterious turn. And I was like, so the house flipper part's not the most important part of this. It is the story. And I'm sold. Like, I was all about that when I realized that's how they wanted to do it, where I like house flipper games and stuff. But if you're going to give me a real fun story on the side, like, as the actual focal point, let's do that. I want to do that. So I'm looking forward to it. It was like a 30-minute demo, and I was like, yes, I want this. Next year? When? Give it to me. How much is this? Yeah. I will start saving my pennies now. But I would approve. I would say try it out. I told Red that I thought he would like it, because I do. Ollie might like it, but I'm not sure on that. Don't quote me on that. I'm unsure. But
Ollie, you let us know then if you'd like it or whatnot. You could always try the demo out on Steam.
But I think Red would like it. It also has a cat that you can pet. You can pet the cat.
Pet the cat. Instead of Pete the cat, it's Pet the cat.
Yeah. Chicken, what was the demo that you were playing? Because I think Baka might like that one too. You and Baka like that kind of...
It's called Dino Lords. The preview I saw it on Steam. It's an RTS with dinosaurs in it. So we'll just
look it up.
We're just gonna pull into Warcraft style game. Okay, everybody knows. Everybody's played a Warcraft style RTS.
Not World of Warcraft, like the original
no,
Warcraft.
Not World of Warcraft, just Warcraft. And so it's very much of that style where you have your lord, your camera's stuck to the lord, so you can't free move around the map and whatnot. It is an RTS, but it's also like a top down hack and slash.
RTS means Dynasty Warriors.
Not even close.
Oh, damn. I only saw one of the battles that you played, so I wasn't really sure.
It'd be like Warcraft meets Diablo.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the first Diablo, where you have your character and whatnot, and you can move around, but you also have your base that you have to build up. You got to build your lumber mill, your lumber yard. Then your civilians will start gathering stuff. You can build houses to increase your population, and then those people will start taking jobs at the different buildings you make: lumber yard, hunting lodge, fishing thing. You need money. You can go out and kill bad guys to get money. You can kill dinosaurs and harvest eggs, which you can bring back to your base. They're just another resource that you can use at your dino pen to raise dinosaurs. And they have this like out of game skill tree too. So as you beat the levels, because it's a story based game, it's not like it's also a playtest, very very early.
Oh yeah.
Not like it's got a big campaign to it, and it's fun. I feel like I've kind of figured it out, but. You can make your new dinosaurs. You can have dinosaur armies. You can focus on dinosaurs and build up a giant dinosaur. You can have a whole compy army, which is pretty neat because if you fully upgrade your compies, you can have like packs of 5 and like 5 groups of 5 and just send them on people, and they just turn into these little swarms.
You can zerg them with compies. Got it.
Yes, 100%. If you go full compy build and upgrade your compies, you just grab them and just full zug on them, and they're just like little compy zugs where they just zerg you as fast as they can. They get a little wild.
Oh my god, I want to do that.
It is kind of fun.
Wave after wave of little compies, just constantly fucking killing them.
Yeah, just completely go.
That'll also depend on how fast you can pop out compies, though.
Other man, you can pump out units fast in a 15-minute game. Okay, so as you work your way through the campaign, most of the campaign right now is hold off for so long, defend because you're Viking or you're the lord of the land, and you're fighting off all of these Vikings that are trying to invade and take your lands. So most of it's just kind of defense. So I just spam units and spam units and spam units. I usually beat the game, but it takes me about 15 minutes to be done with the map. At my last one, the whole map was 22 minutes. So I spent the last 7 minutes spam making units. At the end, I had like 100 and something units sitting out front of my base. So when their final wave came in, I literally just washed them over. They had no chance.
Oh, they can't attack you if they're dealing with fucking compies. So.
Yeah, you just swarm them out there. But you could build walls around your place. And as you get more upgrades and like the building things for the lumber yard, you can upgrade it to have a triceratops. They'll roam around your like little compound and whatnot and pick up trees and bring them back and have them for your workers to harvest for you. You can get a Bronto for your storage yard. Then your little people ride on it around whenever you have building projects. They'll ride around and do it for you. They're a lot faster. Same thing with the hunting. The hunting yard too is they will. Like you can. I haven't got that upgrade yet, but there's a dinosaur that'll go out hunting for you and bring food back. But so far it's pretty unique. Pretty interesting. I'll give it. It's a little unique because it adds the Diablo style to it. It's just very linear right now. Very simple. Like I said, I think I figured it out. I do the same thing every round, and by about 10 to 15 minutes, I've pretty much beaten the level. No matter what they throw at me. No matter how big,
This is what you get for being too good at games like that.
no matter how big the army gets, I've pretty much completely controlled the flow of the map. Because, like I said,
No,
but
Chicken has played Shogun with me, so he's seen some of the stupid shit I've pulled off with strategy games too. So
oh yeah, and I mean you
like,
could go.
I just have a
human-
tiny little army to defend my castle with, but versus this giant army of like 3 full armies. Oh look, I've made them run away.
It's all about strategy. You can make if you can find the right strategy, you could just completely dismantle games. So, and I feel like I found the one for this one, because once you get to a certain point and upgrade everything. I mean, in that last level, I just put 4 Pteranodon towers around my base and set up my army out front, and there was nothing they could do. They couldn't even get close. It was just completely decimation every time they'd walk up.
I've added it to the request, so maybe I can get in and try it out.
Yeah, it's really not too bad. I filled out the survey too. I've got about 4 hours in it. It's fun to be able to like throw up into a round and then play it out, then move on and see if it's any more challenging. But so far, it's got good bones. It just needs to be fleshed out a lot more. Because like I said, it's the same thing every round. Defend, hold them off, and that's about it. Then you win. The way they don't ever attack any other way. The attacking army will come. It'll give you a 1-minute warning. You'll see them on the map. They'll form up outside your base, and then once it's like they're attacking, they just run into your base and try to destroy everything. So normally I just wait my army outside onto the side that they can't see. So as soon as they run in, I just send them all into the side and they die. The same thing every time. So, but I think it's got good potential there. And one of my biggest suggestions, oof, because they do have a map. It's like Warcraft where there's like camps out there and whatnot. But you are attached to your lord. So when you are out doing that, you can't see your base. You can't build new stuff. You can't upgrade stuff. You have to wait till your character goes back, and then you can see it, and then you can go back out. My suggestion is to add a steward to your base so that you could swap between the two, your lord and your steward, so that if you're out there doing camps, you can swap to the steward, look at your base, and then upgrade, and then go back to your lord, so that you don't have to walk back and forth.
Let upgrades be happening while you're actually out there doing things.
Yes, which is exactly what I do. Like as soon as I think it's the second or third attack comes and I've got my army big enough, I just drop a bunch of buildings and get everything upgraded, and then I leave right away. And I because so that my people all have something to do while I'm gone, so that when I come back, the resources are high and everything's done building, and I can get ready for the next wave. So it's kind of like trying to balance but it feels a little stretching, because it's like, all right, I've got to get ready to go. I need to plant all these buildings, get all this stuff being made, and I need to go run out there as quickly as I can and kill everything, and then come back. That's usually what I do. I'll kill 1 or 2 camps at the beginning,
and then run back.
But then as soon as it's about 9 or 10 minutes into the game, I got a big enough army, I just go out and wipe the rest of the map off and come back. Then it's pretty much the end of it, because camps don't respawn. There are no patrols. That's also what I suggested them to do, is to have like dinosaur nests respawn, or dinosaurs patrolling, or people patrolling in groups and things like that, so that it kind of adds some aliveness to the map. Because once you wipe it out, there's nothing left to do out there. It's just an empty map. But again, it's just a playtest.
Yeah,
this is them just kind of showing off. I'll give it to them. The game looks pretty damn good. The mechanics flow well. The trees, like when you put down a building, it kind of goes boom and kind of does a shockwave, and all the trees kind of bend and sway. So there's a lot of neat physics in it that look good. It's just there needs to be more. They got to put more into it. So I'm interested to see where they go. It's good foundation, literally. Just pretty basic at the moment. So, and I've got about 4 hours in it now. I'm probably gonna play another round here when we're done, just because it's fun. I like it. Build up dinosaur armies, human armies too. You can put them on watchtowers. Build up your whole base defense. Build up walls. It's pretty neat and it's fun. So I'd recommend checking it out. Maybe throwing it on your wish list. wish list is the team's way of gauging interest.
Yeah.
So a wish list can always help a developer. So
it's also so that I can easily keep up with when it's on sale. I might like this if it was cheap enough.
Pretty much. How it works.
We've been playing some Ark and we've been playing Repo and Peak also. That new Peak update, man.
Oh, that Peak update.
Fuck, I hate that you didn't get to see it. I hate it. I turned into a zombie on Thursday. I turned into a zombie and they didn't know it. Red and Chicken were trying to help me, and because I was spored out and lay on the ground, and then I hear my character go, "Oh no." And it gets up and starts chasing them. I chased Red for like half that map. Like straight up, specifically him for some reason. My little automated zombie was like, that's the one. Let's get him. So the whole time I was spectating him and like looking over the cliff. I'm like, hold on, I'm coming. He's like, stop. I kept catching up. I don't know how. They're like little heat seekers, but I wish that you had seen it because it was hilarious.
It was glorious.
Oh, it was so funny. But that one's a hard one, to be honest. The wind, the spores, the like, what can I eat for mushrooms, is like, I don't think we trust any of this stuff, do we? The spiders.
The wind is brutal. Oh my god.
What did the spiders do? I didn't get a chance to do them.
They wrap you up and you can, as they like wrap you up and pull you up, you can struggle to get out. But if you're too high up, you're going to get hurt when you get out. So it's important that you start spamming that space bar as soon as it's on your screen. So, yeah. But the mushrooms are springy. Some of them are anyway, like the big ones that you can jump on. And it's super pretty. Like the new update is super pretty, but it is very hard. Oh my god. And I don't think you were there. Were you there last Friday? Not this week, but the week before that? Because we played Repo this week.
No.
Okay, well then you missed me yelling a lot because on the Mesa, I was the last one alive. And the amount of backseat gaming that was happening. At one point I was like, shut up! Just shut up, everybody! Hang on! I gotta do this with Thorns! I need you to shut the fuck up! Like, I was so mad because they're like, helping, but it's like, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, what are you doing right now? I'm like, hang on! Give me a second! Oh
my god, Grif. Just set aside, but let me take control. Yeah, give me control of your body. Let me possess you.
No kidding. Sometimes I kind of wish you could.
No, never.
I really would have. I would have been like, all right, you know what? If you think you can do it, then fine. Take over. See you later. I'm going AFK because I hate you right now. I was so mad. There was a lot of yelling. And we're still enjoying the new Repo update. Do you think we've seen all of the new Repo stuff yet?
I think no. There's one that I have not seen.
Well, I saw that it had an arachnophobia mode, and I haven't seen one that looked like a spider.
Oh, then there's two. I haven't seen yet.
I don't want to see the spider.
I'm not worried about the spider. I'm worried about the other one.
Oh, well, the one that we experienced.
What other one?
Do you know what it's called, or what it does?
It's like the Lost Lady.
Ooh.
Oh, no. I've seen the weird tick thing that jumped on me and took all my health.
Have you met the head guy yet? I think we were calling him Head Job. Yeah, he throws his head at you. Yeah, that guy.
I
don't like that guy.
I was when we played. I saw him, the weird little bicycle thing, the creepy child.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
The bicycle one and the balloon boy, or it's birthday boy. That's what he's called.
Bella is the tricycle. Just leave her alone. Don't block her path. She's pretty passive. The birthday boy, again, very passive. You can kill him too.
Pick him up.
He doesn't get rage. He has no rage setting unless you.
I don't really. Oh, that may have been what I did then, because like I was about to say that little fucker came after me.
Oh, if you pop balloon, he full locked on you and he will not stop.
Yeah, Don't pop
But
the
if he's not,
balloons.
you can take him out pretty easily. He doesn't fight back. Elsa's the new puppy. No big deal. As long as you pet her.
That one was funny, and I don't think you got to see it because you were AFK chicken, but it was the big floaty head guy and the puppy, and Kat was hiding under a thing from the big head guy, and the puppy came over, and so she was like, okay, pet the puppy, pet the puppy. Big head guy aggroed onto her, and when it came to chomp at her, it hit the puppy, which aggroes the puppy like it does with the duck, so it gets huge and starts trying to maul whatever's around it, so it murdered Kat because the big thing bit it.
Now that's why she said she hates the dog now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, I don't hate it. I still pet it. That wasn't his fault. Her fault.
The tick, it's very weak, but when you kill it, it can it heals. It does the little green cloud. It can heal everybody. You can get some health back. Let's see the gambit. We haven't seen the gambit yet. I haven't seen the gambit
I don't know
yet.
what that is. What does it
The
look
gambit.
like?
It's this weird.
I mean, we don't ever call them the right names anyway. Maybe I have seen
Like
them.
it's this weird giant light bulb shaped
Oh,
thing.
nope, haven't seen that.
And it will grab you and pick you up into the air and open up its face where it has a dial in it that will spin, and depending on what it lands on, it will happen to you because it's red, green, yellow, white, and black. Red, you lose 50 HP. Green, you gain 25.
Hey!
Yellow, you gain an item worth $5,000.
Like it gives it to you?
Yeah, it gives you an item worth $5,000.
Okay.
White, sets your HP to maximum.
Ooh.
Black, set your HP to 1.
Okay, so it could be advantageous to find it, actually.
If you touch it while it has control of another semi-bot, it blows up for 60 damage on everybody around it.
Okay, so if it picks somebody up, don't touch anything. Let it go. Let's see what happens.
If it lands on black, go for it. You're going to be set at 1 HP unless you're below 60 HP.
Is it for the whole group or for the one that it picked up?
It's just for the one that picked up.
Oh, okay.
And as long as you're far enough away when you hit it. But yeah, we haven't seen that one. The head grab we've seen. The guy who steals heads and puts on. Yeah.
Oh, the little demon guy.
The plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, plant
guy. The heart hugger.
The plant too.
Yep, the heart hugger. That one will seduce you and then pull you in and eat you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ran across that one.
Yeah, thanks, Paga. I tried to help you.
I told Reddit it made me love it, and he couldn't stop laughing.
I know. That's just...
I haven't seen the oogly yet.
What's that one?
It's the little spider-looking thing.
Okay,
it's a green floating spider thing. It'll have a green spotlight. If you go underneath it, it will charge at you, grab them, and just start floundering all over the place, doing 4 damage every time it hits something. And then it'll drop you and disappear. So it goes crazy.
Right.
Then all of these, yes. The cleanup crew is the one that throws the head. You can shoot the heads to make them explode.
Yeah, we just
if
call
you have
them
a
the
weapon. Yeah, the cleanup crew is what they're called. And then the last one that I have not seen, this is the scary one that I'm not looking forward to finding. But her name is the Loom.
I'm gonna assume it's similar to the robe.
Yes, she is a tall woman in a large black dress, and she has her arms like this, and her head's like tilted back, and her mouth is open wide. And she'll do that, and you'll hear her head cracking, her neck cracking as she does that. And she is very dangerous. When she locks on to somebody, when she spawns, she locks onto a player. And she will stalk that player. And when she finds them, you'll see 2 hands come across on each side of your screen. And if you don't get out of the way, she claps, and it knocks you away.
She literally clapping cheeks, y'all.
She it claps, does 100 damage, does a massive shockwave, knocks everything away, and if there's anybody near you, it knocks you away too.
I don't want that.
But you have to jump out of the way to not take the full damage.
I kind
could
of
loom
love that, like, the game was already kind of scary, but I feel like with this update, they really leaned into some of more, like, the horror aspects of the enemies. Because they're very, like, creepy and just, short of the dog. Very cute. It's a little tiny puppy that walks up and barks. And it's very cute. You can pet it, and then little hearts come out the top. Cute. But a lot of the other stuff is just, like, actual horror stuff. The little girl on the bicycle. Man, seeing a bicycle roll up to you on its own, or a tricycle, and go ding, 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 ding. I don't want that. You
I don't
can
mind
go
that
all
one.
the way away.
The cart cannon, by the way, will destroy the loom, but the cart cannon kills just about everything.
Including your stuff.
Well, don't shoot it at your stuff, but the cart cannon is the big weapon. That is what you use for everything.
I really do enjoy that game a lot. Especially now that we've kind of figured out how to play it better. Like,
Yes.
how to use some of the items a little more proficiently and things like that. Instead of it just being like, we're all going to buy whatever upgrades for our little bots. We're like, let's buy 1 or 2 upgrades for the bots, but we also want that weapon. We want that floaty thing. We want that destruction or anti-destruction cube thing and all that stuff. Like, now that we've started figuring it out how it actually works, it's very enjoyable. I love
To
that
an
game.
extent, because sometimes the physics completely suck.
I do not disagree.
Everything.
I went to pick up or put a little chalice thing down on a bed, and I don't even think it touched the bed proper, and it shattered. And I was like, it's not like that's concrete. What is the deal?
Yep. How many times have I picked up something and go to move it, and it just fucking explodes the moment? Or you're picking something heavy up, and it touches the bottom of a staircase and just goes boom.
Yeah.
Or you're moving a vase, and then it just goes boom as soon as you touch a corner.
Some
It's times
of
like
it
that
is
where I just want to alt
very-
F4 and be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Some of it's very frustrating, but some of it's very rewarding. I enjoy the gameplay on that very much. Friend Slop. But it's not Slop.
Yes,
It's fun.
All the friends slop.
Speaking of Friend Slop, are we going to play Ark later? We haven't played Dinosaurs in a few days.
Oh no, I got a game tonight, so.
Well, I mean, that's perfect. You just put up the server and we'll go, tootle about and you can watch your game. And
Yeah, 90% of the time you need my help anyway. Help, I'm stuck!
We'll
Help,
specifically
I'm
wait
stuck!
until halftime in your Lions-Eagles game for the night to ask for assistance.
No.
And it's like, hey, is it
Help, I'm
halftime yet?
stuck.
Because I need to get my body back.
And then Rudd's gonna be like, oh, I've got this, I'll help you. He'll die, take someone else's bird, die again, and lose the bird. And then be like, I can't get back out there.
Red is the friend animal killer. I mean...
I need to get another Argentavis too. My
I
Oreo
know.
died.
I know. Look, we can go do that.
Yeah, thanks to these two.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to save it, okay?
You should have just
was
killed.
actually like
should have
ahead
just
of y'all,
killed
and
it.
then had to turn back around.
I don't
You
want
should
to
have
talk about
just
it.
killed the stupid thing.
don't
That's
wanna talk
my
about it.
fault. I should not have left those two trailing. I should have put the Tipijara back in the ball, and I should have been riding the Argentavis.
So
with
we
the,
technically need to
other
get 2 more birds because we need another Tapejara and we need your Argentavis replaced.
I'm gonna be very picky about this Argentavis I
That's
get.
fine.
Like I told Grif, I've already got a name for it. Its name is gonna be Vengeance, and this motherfucker will roam the skies, taking vengeance
Well,
on
good.
all of those fucking birds.
In between the game, you can you can go through and try to find your scout out a bird.
Yes.
Oh, I definitely plan on scouting on a bird. I'm gonna be checking the stats because remember, if you're looking at the stats, left side are the stats that they come with, right sides are the stats that you put the points in, and you can find the T-Rex that we got. One of the T-Rexes we got is powerful, is big. It comes with a huge base stat.
Is it the black and white one or the other one?
I
red
think it's
and
the black
green?
and white one.
Okay.
And I think it's the second one is the weaker one. The first one we got.
Oh,
Is
then it's the red
strong.
and green one that's strong.
Okay.
So,
That one is strong. It's got huge base stats, and as it levels, it's going to get even stronger.
Look at us being smart.
Yes, and that's the one I want leveled first. Like, if you're going to take that thing out, you take it out and you level it, and you you just save its points for me. I'll put the points in. But yeah, like that thing is going to be strong. So I'm going to look for a bird with good stats Then I'm gonna tame it. I will pick a very specific bird.
I would
don't even
say,
care what
Baka, do
color.
you want to go with me on the current Tapejara to find another one? But I know what happens because for whatever reason, even if you're sitting in the front seat on that, you shoot behind you. I don't know how you're holding that weapon, but you know,
It's
and so I
perfectly
don't want to get put
normal
to
on
sleep.
mine. Yeah, like the front or the back seat, I was somehow it was still hitting chicken.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like,
I don't know. I don't know how that
It's
works.
okay. Here, if I could do this. You have 3 lines. You have 3 lines. The one in the middle is always going to be straight.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 on the back are going to move based on which way they're looking. So that when Baka was in the back, I had the bird sitting like this, and because he was trying to look up, his model was sitting through mine. You couldn't actually see it, but his model was sitting through mine, so that when he shoots, it hits me instead of going forward. Which is why in moments like this, you got to be like, "Hey, you need to straighten out so that I can go like this and give him a little more room to lean without leaning into me." Like, because this game is jank. It's from like what 2001 or something like that.
2001. No, it is not. Shut up.
Uh,
Uh,
but it has those like the Tapejara front and back seat are rough because the people can move, and if they bend far enough, they bend into the
Yeah,
driver's player model.
the unit collision doesn't happen, and you can't necessarily tell from your first
Exactly,
person
you
viewpoint.
can't see it.
Yes,
So.
whether or not you're endangering somebody else. But it is funny to see that happen.
No, it's not. It is not funny. I literally cannot believe I did not die. He knocked me out next to the T-Rex, but it was apparently behind a rock, so it didn't see me. So I got back up and I was like, oh.
I love that with that one.
I guess I'll just
Since
be
I
alive.
was watching the other birds, I was far enough away that I couldn't see, and I was only listening to this comedy play out. Like, you shot me! I've fallen off the bird! I'm like, do I need to
I'm
come
just glad
help?
that the bird was high enough that it didn't get killed or eaten by another dinosaur.
Sometimes games are so fun when they don't work right.
Sometimes they're very frustrating.
Yes, that's true. I will give you that. That's true. Bug, is there anything that you've been doing that you would like to talk about before we get out of here?
Working a lot.
I know.
Boo.
Other than that, it's just been like Ark and the other normal games we've been playing, and I think I loaded up Kingdom Come Deliverance to do another round of the tournament thing, because for whatever reason I decided I want to go through and try to get all the armor pieces for the achievement.
Oh, nice.
How's that going?
I have 2.
Out of
How many are there?
I don't know. It just has a full armor set. So like, I've got the gloves and the arm pieces. So I guess there's going to be a helmet, chest, legs,
shoes?
maybe boots.
I would assume if it's a set,
Yeah.
there will be boots. I just don't know if it counts your under stuff too.
Well, I've got a set of legs that it counts as legs and boots.
Oh. Yeah, but if they're doing it for an
So-
achievement, I bet it comes separate to
Probably.
make it take a while.
So.
Well, good luck to you, sir. I'm also achievement hunting. I'm
Yeah.
9 short of having everything in 2 Point Hospital. So maybe one day we'll both get there.
I don't think I'll get everything in the Kingdom Come one, but I mean, I just want this one for fun because the tournament the tournament's also a good way to level up your skills anyway.
Ah, yeah.
So
Dual purpose is what that is.
Mhm.
Wow.
And I also came to the realization that when you build your little city or your town, once you pick like what you're putting in there, you can't change it.
Oh.
And so, like, because I was like, oh, well, I'll just get a guard thing later, and I'll go ahead and get stables now. And then I'm like, oh, there's not a spot to put the guard thing. Can I change it? No, you can't change it. So it's like,
You better
well,
hope
fuck.
those horses guard your town then.
Well, if you go with the stable, you get like the best horse in the game. So
Oh, well, that's,
Worth.
yeah, I was gonna say that's definitely worth it.
Well, okay. I guess is there anything else before we get out of here, then?
Nope.
No. Okay, fine. Well, thanks for hanging out. Eventually, maybe Oak will be back. I don't know.
He'll be back for a show sometime.
One of these days. I don't know if he's streaming at present or not with all of the stuff that he's been doing, but it's twitch.tv/MTB Oak Tree. Chickens is twitch.tv/Elite Chicken 313. I know, every time I'm like, oh, are you gonna ever stream the thing? And he's like, yeah, one of these days, and then that just doesn't happen. So maybe one day. Maybe
one of these days.
He wants to stream Expedition 33, so we'll see.
Yes. All right.
We'll see if that ever happens.
It would be nice. I mean, it's been a busy year.
I know.
Which is good. I got a kid. He's expensive.
Ugh. And time consuming.
Yeah. I mean, everything is expensive these days.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, anyway, we're going to get out of here, and I guess we'll see you in another couple weeks. So, thanks for hanging out. I'm Grif.
I'm Chicken.
Bucket.
Bye.
Please hang up and try again.